Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. My name is Bridget Brown Jackson. I am a behavioral wealth strategist. I am the founder of Exponential Ventures. We are a consulting firm where we help leaders build their human capital. Listen, this is day number 18. Day number 18 of our Leadership Legends Black History series. Again, my name is Bridget, and I am so very excited to be here. If you've never watched before, listen, go back and watch the rest of the series. It's really, really, really been a blessing. Okay, so today, day number 18, we are going to be doing Garrett Morgan. Garrett Morgan. Okay, so somebody tell me, like, put in the comments, have you ever heard of Garrett Morgan? Have you ever heard of Garrett Morgan? So I'm gonna tell you my personal story because it's one of embarrassment. You all hear me? It's one of embarrassment. And I don't want anybody ever have to be embarrassed like I was. Okay, so Garrett Morgan was an inventor. All right. And not just any inventor. He was an inventor that, like, every day we are blessed by his invention. So today we're going to honor him and his groundbreaking achievements. Listen, he was a legend, and he left an amazing legacy. But unfortunately, some of us might not know him. He was born in 1877, and he literally grew up. Again, we know what was happening in 1877 during that time, a lot of oppression amongst Black people. And so he still used everything, his fortitude and everything, to go past all of that and to literally show his ingenuity, his perseverance. And he became an entrepreneur. Now he passed away. I was going to tell a reference to when he passed away, but I'm not. He passed away in 1963. But Garrett Morgan is known for, his most notable thing that he is known for is the traffic signal. He is known for the traffic signal. I'm going to show it to you. Here it is. He's known for the traffic signal. No, it didn't look like the traffic signals that we have today. Okay. But without him, I wonder. I just wonder. So he invented the traffic signal because one day he saw a horrific crash, a horrific accident, and he didn't want that to happen again. And so he created the traffic light. And let me tell you about, again, my personal story. So my personal story is I was doing my pre-teaching. So for those that don't know me, again, my name is Bridget Brown Jackson. Right now, I am the founder of Exponential Ventures, but I spent 30 years in education. And 10 of those years I spent in the classroom. And before that, I substituted, and I had to do my student teaching and all of my pre-teaching prerequisites before then. After that, I became a principal. Now, here, let me take you back. Let me take you back to over 30 something years ago. Because again, I was in education for 30 years. So about 35 years ago, I'm sitting in a auditorium. We're having an event. It's a summer program. I'm doing one of my teaching. I'm doing one of my teaching. Let me move it a little closer so you can see me. I'm doing one of my teaching so you can see my face as I tell this story. I'm doing one of my teaching classes that I had to do, my prerequisite classes that I had to take. And it was a 4 C's event. And so we have all of these children, and they're preschoolers, and then others. We went with the preschoolers, but there were other age siblings and stuff there and stuff too. And so the lady who was over it said, "Who knows who Garrett Morgan is?" None of us. Crickets in the room. Did you hear me? Crickets. And this is a room full of educators with children, along with some parents. I was so embarrassed. I said, "What? I didn't know who he was." Never again. So when I became a classroom teacher, who do you think the first person I taught my first and second graders about? Garrett Morgan. Absolutely. And so not only did he invent the traffic light, he also invented the gas mask. So he was into safety. So let's talk about him. We're almost at our 5-minute mark. Let's talk about him. And then I want you to walk away with, what are some leadership tips that you can use in your leadership that you can learn from him? Number one, emotional intelligence. Garrett Morgan had a remarkable sense of where he was emotionally. He was able to have a pivotal role in the safety of other people. He was having a pivotal role in inventions. So he has this traffic light that he gets patented, right? And literally it changes the trajectory of not just him, not just the city he's in trying to do it, but all of society. So he definitely wasn't thinking about himself. He had empathy to move past just himself. And then he was innovative and adaptable. So his willingness to think outside of the box, he was like, wait a minute. We have horse-drawn carriages, and we have now the invention of cars. And it's like, okay, both are on the road. We got to make sure that everybody is safe. So it tugged at his heart. His leadership skill kicked in, right? And then safety. It was all about safety. So he had a commitment. He recognized the importance of using his talents for the betterment of his people. And I'm talking about, when I say his people, now I'm talking about people, the human race, right? Okay, and so we need to make sure we do that. So here, moving on out, 3 tips for you as the leader. Number 1, foster emotional intelligence. We've been talking about this. As leaders, a lot of time we'll get training, we'll get development, we'll grow cognitively, but I need your EQ to be higher than your IQ. So as a leader, cultivate your emotional intelligence in yourself and your team, fostering your empathy and understanding and your effective communication. All right. Then number 2, embrace innovation. Be a problem solver. Encourage of innovation within your organization. Let flow. Empower your team to think outside the box. Who wants people that thinks inside the box? Who wants people that everybody is the status quo? So we don't want that. Here's another thing for you to remember. We are all designed to solve a problem. As an educator, I solved the problem of illiteracy. I solved the problem of, again, knowledge. A lawyer solves the problem of getting somebody exonerated. A doctor solves the problem of pain and ill health. Everybody is designed to solve a problem. And so how do you cultivate your organization to solve problems? And last but not least, number 3, prioritize safety and service. Prioritize safety and service in your organization using, again, a structure that works best for you, but that ensures the well-being of everybody, all the employees, all of the stakeholders, period. And making sure that decision-making process includes that, safety embedded within it. All right. And so that does not just mean emotional safety. It doesn't just mean intellectual safety. That actually means, again, safety, period, all over. Do you have a safe environment? All right. I really went over today, but this one was personal to me because I had to tell that story about being embarrassed. I was embarrassed, but I was in my 20s. Oops, I just told my age. I was in my 20s then. Never again do I want to be embarrassed like that. So I'm always seeking to learn and to glean. And today, let me make it bigger so you can see, we honored none other than Garrett Morgan, inventor, entrepreneur, and safety activist. Listen, come on back tomorrow, same time, same place, for another Black History Moment, Leadership Legends. My name is Bridget Brown Jackson. I am a behavior wealth strategist. I love absolutely sharing everything about how to impact your life by your wealth that's already within you. Bye. See you tomorrow.